Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. I hope you're doing amazing, my beautiful souls. So, this is going to be a reading for the first half of September. Um, if you're new, my name is Amber. I'm so glad that you're here and that you found me. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all receive the messages that you need from me today. If not, there are plenty of readers on YouTube, really good ones, okay? Um, so I hope you find your messages there. Your overall card for today is going to be the Spirit of Water. This tells me that this time for you is going to be emotionally driven. You may also be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone who is in their emotions. But what's interesting about this is even though it's emotional and there may be some heavy emotional times, it's going to get you where you need to go. Okay? Okay. So, coming out of August into September, I see that there's some clarity or some truth. What's interesting about this is I feel like you have to come to some realization about it, and it's pretty hard for you. This transition is hard. Definitely with the Six of Swords, it's hard transition. Like dealing with something or going through it, even though there's a rough time. The person that you're dealing with is getting very frustrated. The energy in the relationship is getting frustrated, meaning like it's not moving forward, nothing's happening, nothing's changing, even though you're trying to get things moving. Okay? So moving into September, I see that if it feels like a relationship that you have for a long time or family is falling apart, and this worries you. It worries you that this is happening because this was such a stable or a stable or static point in your life, and you're kind of learning how to transition from it, okay, during this time. So you're getting yourself out of the frustration of fighting what's happening, and letting your walls down enough to listen and see what's happening around you. I feel like you want to change things with the Six of Wands, right? At one point, this person praised you, or you felt like you were important to them or on a pedestal. Now you don't feel that way anymore. So that's something that you have to face. Now, this person that you're dealing with in your environment, I'm going to go people for a second. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're working on building their own confidence. They're letting go of things that don't fit them, and they have dreams and aspirations about how they want their future to go. Um, so I just feel like they're taking some time to themselves at this moment. Um, like they don't have time to coddle you. I don't want to say that word, but they don't have time to focus on your feelings or your energy or what you want. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're holding back a lot. You don't like this, and you want them to let go. And they want you to let go on the same way. It's like they want you to let go to be more free and kind of let things happen, and you want them to pay more attention to you or see what it is that you want to offer, or how you want to nurture them. If you're dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Taurus or Capricorn, I should say, they do want you, okay? They do want you, but they're trying to figure out how you're going to fit. It's like they want you to come out of your own confidence or ego and come to them, okay? If you're dealing with another fire sign, both of you need to let go of your expectations, okay? And kind of let things happen. For those of you, general, collective, your person is really in their head right now. They're focusing on the things that they want and how you're going to fit into that sector, like of love or friendship or family with them. They do want to feel confident. They're trying to let go of um, your hold on them. if not trying, they have did that. Okay. And by doing that, they're hoping that a better situation comes in with you and this situation. Yeah. They're striving for new beginnings. They may be starting a new job or moving to a new place. And this is the best. The thing is, this new beginning that they're trying to create is best for them. It's for them to start their new life, or how they want, their new passions and drive, and getting their creativity back, being able to express themselves in a comfortable way. And when it comes to love, they're putting their emotions in the back burner to do that, okay? If you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this person is very young-minded, okay? And it's like they're trying to explore their horizons, okay? That's what I'm going to say. They explore their horizons, see what's out there, expanding their mind, that type of thing, okay? And you feel like this is coming between you and this person in your environment, okay? So digging deeper into you, my beautiful Sagittariuses, we have the Sagittarius, because it's only one person watching this right now, and that's you. The Knight of Swords and the Six of Coins. Okay, that's the overall energy. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, I feel like you have been trying to give to this the best you can, waiting for a change to come through within the situation. But they're coming through with a message, okay? This message is about overindulging in this relationship, or realizing that they're being way too content here and they need something different or a change. And that is the overall energy. That's what you're dealing with. That's what your focus is, okay? So you have the moon, which means to me, I feel like something is coming towards you and you have to make a decision, right? But you have to decide what this means for you. And I feel like you have to make a quick decision, which is interesting with the Judgment underneath it. Like, it's time for you to make a quick decision about what you're going to do. Because I feel like this has happened, like this person has made a move, and you have to figure out how you're going to follow up, and if you're willing to, if this is where you want to grow. That's the thing, okay? Because I feel like you're trying to nurture the fact that you don't like this change or what's happening, because it may be for the best for them, but you're dealing with how you're reacting to this situation. And I feel like there's conflict with it, because I mean, all in all, you're a person and you just want what you want, right? You want things to go your way. So you're learning how to heal from that, right? It's like you're letting someone live their life or do what they need to do. It's kind of like letting, like when your child leaves the nest or something. And this is causing healing for you. It's like you have to put a rest to it or step back from it to allow it to happen, so this other person can go towards their goals or start living their own life. So the Judgment is made for you. You don't really have a choice, Sagittarius, and you're trying to go along with it, but it's really hard. It's conflicting with what you want. It's conflicting with what you want, and like how you wanted to build your space or what's going on around you. I feel like here you have to learn how you're going to spend your time, or what it is that you're going to do in the place of this. You may be focusing on your career, where you have put something on the back burner or let it take a rest for a moment. You're going to pick that up and start dealing with that. That's going to help your self-confidence. That's going to help you get a direction. Something's going to come into your life that you have to make a choice on, and it's going to give you that passion you need to move forward, okay? So where you were trying to deal with your inner conflict and make the choice to accept the new regime, I guess I want to say, you're moving forward. You're taking a chance. Okay? It's like I'm going to take a chance on making better judgments or making a different judgment, because that way I don't have to fight the change of what's happening. I can focus on something else. So, Sagittarius, you're definitely dealing with yourself, dealing with your dependence on whatever this relationship or situation was, and moving out of it. You may still keep in contact with this person, send them messages from time to time, or watch their social media. Okay? But and that's because you may see something or them doing something new without you. Okay? Like maybe having a passionate relationship or having a good old time out, but you're learning how to release your codependence on this situation, kind of accept what is happening. Yeah, someone is out here living their best life, okay? And that's a weakness for you, because you know, you still want what you want. You still wanted to work on this. You still wanted to continue it the way it was, but you know that you have to change, okay? You may get a message about it. I feel like you find out on your own, especially with the Hermit here in the Star, because I feel like this is your epiphany moment that you need to make some changes or change the way you think about things or about this situation. So you are going to leave this behind, especially with the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to leave it behind. You haven't forgotten about it. It's still in your energy. But you have to leave it behind, because you feel like holding on to it is just going to make you aggravated and stuck in a manipulative cycle, they're telling me. Like a manipulative situation. And if you're dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you need to let them go so they can build their future. Okay? And I feel like you don't want to, but that's... You got to let them build their future, okay? So let's see. Judgment. Yeah. You have to make a choice, because what you want or what was happening in the past wasn't really getting things moving. It was actually keeping both of you stuck. But the challenge is that, you know, it was how it was. Like, it was nurturing to you. It was comfortable with you being... I feel like I want to say you were on top of the situation. Like you had control over the direction, or you knew where the direction was going, and now you have to let that go. For a while, or either before this, you wanted the old way of life to come back, because you weren't confident on how the separation or the change was going to affect you. And you started healing from that, because you had to realize you had to be patient and kind of let the bird leave the nest. I keep saying that because I keep feeling it. It's like you had to let someone leave the nest. Okay? So moving into mid-September, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Very much this is about change that you do not have control over. You obviously don't like it here with the Empress in reverse, and you don't feel very confident in it. It's not what you want, okay? But I feel like with the Four of Cups, you don't have a choice. You have to accept what is happening. I do. I feel like you have to accept it and not miss the lesson. The High Priestess came up in reverse because there's definitely a lesson here in releasing and letting something go. Okay? Like letting it go, letting it live its life, letting it have its time in the sun, I'm seeing. Yeah. By letting it go, you'll start to heal. You'll start to heal when you give it a rest or step away from it for a second, because you're going to build up your confidence and figure out where you're going to go, how you're going to proceed, and what kind of choices you're going to make for yourself moving forward into the future. All right, Sagittarius. So let's go love first, romance angels. You got soulmate, because there's a lesson here. There's a lesson here. Okay, so this person is here to teach you something. Soulmates don't necessarily mean that they're going to stay forever. Okay, you know how I feel about that. Children is about the new beginning. Okay, this is also about letting a child leave the nest for some of you, but it's also about you having a new beginning, right? It's like starting from scratch, like a child would, looking at things with childlike, wondrous eyes. If this is friends or family, I feel like you think that you did something wrong. You have to have trust and confidence in yourself that it's something they need to do for themselves. That's for family and friends, okay? For romantic relationships, yeah, this is definitely a lesson for you right now. But for romantic relationships, you're realizing that if somebody doesn't want you, you don't need to want them. Okay? It's like someone is trying to disconnect from you if this is romantic, and you need to let them go. Okay? Realizing that they're not the one, and stop waiting on them. Stop waiting on them to change or to see you differently or to do what they're supposed to do. Okay? So let's pull some randoms. Let's get some guidance here. For some of you, there are some books that you want to read, and there are some books that you need to write. Okay? There is some books or something that you need to write. There's something you need to pay attention to. With the crown chakra here, it's about understanding. It's like spirit is trying to give you messages, and you need to listen. There are things going to be shown to you at this time, Sagittarius, and you need to pay attention. This is not a time to force your will at the beginning of September, okay? Yeah, you're in a learning. Yeah, it's time for you to start learning. This learning is going to help you build a new future. So this is definitely about new beginnings. With the spirit of water, you're getting through some emotions to start a new beginning, an epiphany of some sort. Some of you need to learn more, to go into new jobs. Okay. I feel like the spirit is going to place people in your lives as well. Yeah. There are people that are coming in to guide you into a more victorious era of your life with ideas. I don't feel like it's a relationship. I feel like it's ideas or things that you need to focus on, you know? Okay. Woo. Porcupine spirit, beautiful. 4 and the 8. And that is 12 and 3. Okay. So listening to spirit right now is really important to you. You're in the process of building new foundations for your new way of life. And that new way of life will give you an utmost preparation for abundance. Okay. Also, the porcupine spirit is time for a beginner's mind, where you're trying to prevent something from happening or defend yourself. It's actually leaving you blocked. You're not moving. You're just in a static place. But as soon as you put your walls down, you'll be able to walk smoothly and get through things that seem really hard for you. But time for a beginner's mind just means that you're going into a new beginning, and to look at things in a different light, you know, and stop trying to push your will on a situation, because it's not about you right now. This is spiritual energy, or spirit trying to make changes in your life. With the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to accept it. The Wheel of Fortune came up twice in this spread. Okay. So thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below. I will see you for the mid-months. Bye-bye.